Hey there, teacher. Well, I'm coming to you at the end of my first work day. So students don't come to my class till tomorrow, but I've been working in my classroom all day and I'm tired. But I wanted to give you a quick recap of what I was up to in case it's helpful as you start your day or planning for your first day. So, a quick rundown, you can see lots of stuff on my checklist. Yours might look different, yours might look similar. As a secondary school teacher, most of my students are familiar with the first day of school. So, I'm going to set up my classroom and make sure my student desks are arranged. I number my desks. So, as my students come in on the roll sheet, I have a number next to them and I can say, "Welcome," when I greet them at the door, "Your desk number 5." And then they get to go find their desk. Easy peasy. And then I can quickly take roll. Everyone's in the right spot. I make sure I have the supplies that I need for the first week. Really quick, I just wanted to point out to you that I really only make sure I have the supplies that I really need for the first week. So I'm not really thinking about, oh, I'm going to need markers in a week or two, or I'm going to need scissors in 5 weeks. I'm thinking, what do I need right now? What do I need to get me through the first couple days of school? And so for me, I definitely need tissue, a pencil sharpener, pencils, a stapler, and a hole puncher. And I'll show you in a minute a cool find that I had at the Goodwill the last couple of days. Then my room decoration, I keep it really simple. I definitely do not have a Pinterest classroom. I need to do a classroom tour soon. But you'll see, I keep it pretty simple. I have a couple inspirational quotes up. Actually, this year my theme is Gordon Ramsay. I'm starting it out with nice Gordon Ramsay quotes. We'll see how feisty I decide to get. I posted my classroom expectations to show you a picture of that. And last week I did a video of me unboxing them, so I actually put them up. I make sure to post the hall pass policy and the tardy policy and the cell phone policy. I know this sounds like rules, rules, rules. I just touch on it just as students come in or in the beginning of class, just so that we all kind of have the basic ground rules. Safety is really important to me and making sure I know where my students are. So if they're out on a hall pass, I really emphasize that it's important that I know where they are. And that's why I care so much about them not using or using the hall pass appropriately and making sure to sign out. I'll show you that in a minute. We use Google Classroom at my school site, so I make sure that I set up Google Classroom. I said set up Q. Q is the grade system that we use, so I happen to use Google Classroom plus another grading system, so I just make sure that both of those are set up. I popped the first couple just of days, so I have school Thursday and Friday. I popped Thursday and Friday's assignments up in Google Classroom. I also popped in the class syllabus, also known as policies and procedures, up in Google Classroom so students can check that out. And then my goal was to prep my next week lesson plan outline, so just what I'm going to do next week. And spoiler, I didn't get to my prep next week stuff, but I'll do that tomorrow. I have tomorrow ready to go, which is what's most important to me. And then tomorrow's Thursday, so at the end of today, I wrote down anything that was still on my to-do list and anything that I want to accomplish tomorrow. A colleague referred me to this awesome day one checklist about inclusive classrooms and how to make students feel welcome. I tried to make sure as I go through and plan my day tomorrow that I'm checking off most of these as I go through. I have the link to the article down below. I think it's something great to check out and try to include in the elements as I went through the day. So that was something to think about as I was thinking about my lesson plan. Task one was to put my desks back. Now, my classroom is fluid in that we sit in rows sometimes. Sometimes we sit in pairs. Sometimes we sit in groups. So I have my desks numbered in both desk number, so seat number. I have 36 desks, so they're labeled 1 through 36. But they also have their group number and their, I kind of think of it as group ID number. So I have groups of 4 and I have teammate A, B, C, and D. So I have all of my groups lined up. So you can see there's group number 4. So tomorrow when we get into our activities and we work in groups, I can say turn into your groups and they know who their group is and I will help them pick up their desks. Well, I won't help them pick up their desks. I'll direct them on how to turn their desks so that they're all facing their group. but this kind of gives them a visual so they know who's in their group, and they also know their group number. So as they come into class, I welcome them, ask them their name, and on the roster I have to this afternoon, I wrote down which desk number they are. So I'll let them know as they walk into the room so they know where to sit down. All right, really quick close up. You'll see this is a picture of desk number 18. So I circle it. That's desk number 18. I have 36 desks. And this person is in group 5, and they are teammate teammate letter B. So if I have a specific task like, all right, teammate B, hop up and grab the materials, or maybe I'll say, teammate C, you're going to be reporting out when we do our teamwork. There are my classroom expectations. Be present, be patient, be prepared. And they are posted, another P, in the front of the classroom. So those are those posters of the classroom expectations. I'll touch on those tomorrow, but probably really dive into them in the next few days of school. Just for safety, I have my hall pass policy posted with a sign out by the door. Remember, I teach secondary, so students are hopefully a little more responsible by now. They have to ask me for an actual physical pass. My school uses a uniform pass, and I sign it, and then they also sign out. So I have a dual record of someone using the pass. So they have the pass that they carry out with them that is signed, it's laminated. I sign it with a whiteboard marker. That's my school policy, and the time out, the time that they left the class. And then I also have them sign on this sheet so that I can record and see if there's any patterns in students that are missing class. And I will hopefully follow up on why I look for those patterns in a future video, but I just start to keep that data. I have the school site tardy policy posted so that students are really clear on what's expected of them in terms of tardy and what the consequences will be. Again, this is a school-wide policy that I follow. On my no electronic devices poster, I also at the bottom wrote be present, which refers us back to one of the classroom expectations, one of the 3 Ps. So that's how I start to loop in the classroom expectations. So here's my awesome find. I have to share whenever I have an awesome find. I love sharing it with people. The last few days, maybe the last couple weeks, anytime I've been by a Goodwill, which actually has only been twice, I'll pop in and see if they have any supplies. I got that stapler, that tape dispenser, and that hole punch all at a Goodwill. So I think I got those 3 office supplies there, the hole punch, the stapler, and the tape dispenser, maybe for under $10. While I don't think that teachers should have to supply that stuff themselves, sometimes $10 can save you a lot of hassle. I also snagged those pencils at the Target dollar section, and the pencils are labeled in fraction tile, so ties into the math theme. I also have tissue there in case students will need that. They definitely need that. There's also, I didn't take a picture, but hand sanitizer in a container that is attached to the wall by the door so students can easily access that if they need it. This is the agenda I'll have up for my class as they walk in. I meet them at the door, give them their desk number. I'll also hand them a blank sticky note. So when they find their desk, they say hello to someone, and then they answer the question, why did you enroll in this course? Gives them something to focus on and something to think about while I am getting everyone else into the class. And then I also post the agenda. So I'm dropping a few links to some helpful resources, activities for the first day of school. Otherwise, I wish you the best, and I can't wait to see you soon.